Hey everyone, this is David, and today I'm playing on my Sith Assassin for Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm running a Voidstar is what it's called, and it's kind of the equivalent of like a Strand of the Ancients on World of Warcraft. I'm not a big fan of comparing it to World of Warcraft, but that's the best way to give you an idea of what you're doing in there. There's 5 different barriers you have to get through. You have to go through a door, across a bridge, and through a shield wall. Well, I guess you have to get through 3 doors, sorry. It goes door, bridge, door, shield wall, door, data core. Data core is like the goal, that's what you want to get to. And there's 2 different strategies that you can be used in here, or that I've seen used for the beginning of this and for later on as you get further through the war zone. See, through the start here you have those 2 doors in front of you, left and right, and the first strategy I've heard of is diversion, where a whole group goes to the left and one stealth goes to the right and opens it up, or the other way around, whatever. And then there's the overwhelm strategy, where just everyone piles at one door, doesn't split up at all, and kills all the enemies and just places a bomb. See that yellow thing right there to the left of my character? That's where you're trying to place an explosive so that you can get through the door. It takes 8 seconds to place and 20 seconds to explode, so you have to defend it for 20 seconds after you place it. And we've tried a diversion tactic here, where I'm coming in from behind while they're off fighting, but it just didn't work quite well because I got to 7.6 seconds and then was beaten down by Juggernaut, I think is what that is. No, Juggernaut or a Sage or something like that. Yeah, Juggernaut. Anyways, so we go into a little fight scene here. Assassins, my strategy a lot of times is just to get behind them and throw like a backstab of sorts. The ability is called Maul, M-A-U-L, and you want to build up your energy a little bit and backstab. And we have some ranged abilities, a blowback that you just saw. It's all just kind of cool stuff, a little bit interrupt action. Everyone's given an ability that will break them from stuns. Level 10, I think, is when everyone gets that ability to break stuns and incapacitating effects. So I died, but we broke through the first door. The bomb was placed on the far side through an overwhelm tactic. But we're running down here, and we'll see in just a second the bridge. They've already crossed it, but you see that little computer off to the right there? It's yellow. It's glowing yellow. The computer, it takes 8 seconds, and the bridge will instantly extend, but you got to get across the bridge, and you can be interrupted off of it, unfortunately. But we already got across, and I think we place a bomb pretty soon here. But I stay back to slow down some more of the enemy. I think 2 or 3 of them stop to fight me, and I want to kill this Sage just because I don't like the opposite of what I am, which is a casting class. And then this is a range class. The range classes, they're great classes. They're hard to beat because if they can keep the distance between you and them, you're really going to be out of luck. They can just rape people, you know. So it's important to keep as close as you can as a melee class to the ranges as they try to avoid you. And later you get a slow and stuff, but it's not right away. So we got through the first door, and what happens is you bottleneck down into the shield wall. And there's 3 different sections of the shield wall you can break through. And with the shield wall, you want to make sure that you... the strategy is to basically kill everybody, or go to the far side where nobody's at. And I think we just decide to kill everyone, which is fine, and it's effective, so that we can get onto one of these panels. And here's the panels through the shield wall. But like I said, there's going to be 3 different shield sections, and the best strategy is to go to the very far one, because it's the closest to a door once you get through. And but we go ahead and open up this near-sided one and head on down towards the door to place an explosive. But my younger brother Kappa is over there already. He's breaking down the far shield wall, and he's already about to place an explosive. So, because he's right there by the door, and enemies if they don't keep a good eye on the door, they're gonna get blown up. But this is the last door you have to break through before you get to the data core. And even once you get through, they can still stop you from getting down to the data core. It's kind of a pain for them, but they can still do it. Some fighting here. This is I'm fighting a Sentinel right now. Sentinels are the Marauder of Jedis. And once we get through the door, though, I make a run towards the data core to try to go ahead and win this thing for us. Or I shouldn't say win it, but set a low time for us so that we can have some time to go ahead and slow the enemy down when we're on the defensive side. We're about to be thrown into the defensive side of things, and the best strategy I've noticed is to split between the two doors and stay on the doors. Because if you don't stay on the doors, the enemy's going to take advantage of that and just send a stealth behind you and take it. A lot of people get kited away, but you should just stay as close to the door as you can and keep an eye on it. It's best to split, 2 and 2 on each side at least, and then everyone else just kind of run in between whichever side really needs the help. But you want to at least have 2 on each door just in case they try to overwhelm you. That way you can slow them down and keep them off the door so that your teammates can come and help you out. It looks like their strategy is to just split. You'll see off in the distance some of our players out there running at them, which, it's effective in its own right, but it's really not the smartest strategy. The smartest is just to hang back and wait it out a little bit until they get to the doors, so they don't ninja you. But I'm keeping an eye on the door right now. It looks like we have a runner coming in. If I wasn't there, there's a possibility he would have gotten through. But you just gotta knock him off. One hit will take him off the door. And you just want to keep him away from that. It takes him 8 seconds to place it. And we're doing really well with that. But I'll tell you about disarming in a second, because they actually do get an explosive placed while we're fighting. And disarming that explosive is one of the ways to turn it around on them, if you will, because you can, if they place it, you have 20 seconds to disarm it. Just ran to the other side. You want to keep an eye on both sides. I didn't see very many people on it, so I decided to go back. But you want to keep, what was I saying? Oh, you want to disarm the explosive. You have the 20 seconds to work with, and if you disarm it, it takes you 3 seconds, I think, to disarm. And if you disarm it, then they don't get to the door. Easy as that. And they have to place another explosive. I was the only one left on the side, though, and they respawned, so we got worked on that side, and they're going to place the explosive. A couple people are going to try to disarm it. It's difficult, though. Same concept. They can blow you right off of it or hit you off of it. So, but we're keeping them pretty slowed down. That's the main point of it, is you just want them to take as long as they can to get through, and you want to exploit that as much as you can. Even if you don't kill them, just to keep them off the doors and slow them down is important. I get a little tunnel vision here and focus on trying to backstab this guy just because it's fun to kill somebody with a backstab. And he's dead. Bam! But you really just, that's not the smartest thing to do, I guess, but it's not the dumbest. Killing an opponent's not horrible. Next is defending the bridges, is you want to keep them off these control consoles up here. You just either blow them off or hit them off, same concept, but it takes them 8 seconds to break through, and if you can keep them off the bridges, then you keep them away from the doors. So the longer you stop them from getting through there, the better. Right here is some explosive assassin damage, 3,200, almost 3,300, followed almost immediately by 3,000 backstab. So I hit about, I don't know, close to 50%, maybe 60% of his health, depending on how much health he had. Just so you know, everyone their stats are raised to as if they were level 50, like their base stat, and the only difference between the characters at that point is their gear. So gear does, it does matter, so make sure you keep some good gear on. I could run across the bridge now, but I felt like it was smarter to hold them here, because we can bottleneck them at the other side over there, as long as we keep them from getting this bridge across. I felt like it was a pretty good strategy, and some people might not agree, but I think it was pretty good. And I'm going to get double teamed. I'm not going to die because the time's going to run out before it gets to that point, but 2v1, it's really difficult if you're the one, if you're trying to 1v2 somebody, but it's fun. It's cool if you can actually get some good 1v2 footage, because it's super difficult. The screens here have an MVP system where you can vote for somebody else. You can't vote for yourself, and if you get votes, you get more points and commendations and experience. But the way you increase that as well is through medals, which are different achievements, like getting 75k damage, or killing 10 other players, or getting a solo kill, whatever it is. You get these different medals, and medals give you more points and experience. And I hope that you found this informative and were able to get a little bit more information on strategy, and I hope you enjoyed it, and continue to watch SWTOR Experience.